Hello, I'm back. Well, where we last left off, yes, I'm still wearing the same clothes. Where we last left off, Maska, who's the little girl, and Sakrin, who's the geese, were going to help a man who was chained to a rock, upside down. His name was Clint. Well, she went to go help him, and she got the keys so she can help him escape because she wants to leave the town. And she found out that he is a storyteller and a poet. So now she's thinking about some of the words that he said, and let's continue. Medacity, thought Maska, mellifluous. She did not know what they meant, but the words had shapes in her mind. She mesmerized them, stroked them in the thoughts of a curved back of cats. Words, words, wonderful words, but lies, too. I hear you told the widow a story about how you was the son of a duke and was going to marry her when you came into your lands. But how do you need to borrow money so you could hire a lawyer and make your claim? Aha. A very emotional woman. Tended to take figures of speech very literally. As I heard you told the magistrate a story about how there was a cure for his aches, which you just needed to send for, which would cost a lot of money. And I heard you told all the shopkeepers another story about how your secretary was coming any day and bringing all your trunks and the rest of your money so you could pay all your bills then. Yes, quite true. Can't imagine whatever happened to that fellow. They brand thieves' hands, don't they, Maska added supposedly. Suppose they'll brand your tongue for lying? Suppose it stands to reason? Everything was quiet for a few minutes, except for the rattle of water on the rock, and the sound of Clint swallowing drilly. Yes, I have quite lost patience with this secretary of mine. I suppose I must let him go, which means that I have a vacancy. Do you have any qualifications or assets that you might offer as a secretary? I got these, Maska jingled the keys. A practical outlook from a concise way of speaking. Both very useful qualities, very well. You may unlock me. Maska slid down from her stone and throne and scrambled up the peggy pedestal and slot the key into the lock. Purely out of interest, Clint asked as he watched her upside down. So what bewitches you about the idea of traveling life? There were many answers Maska could have given him. She dreamed of a world where eternal sounds of glass beads were being shaken in a sieve, goblins shuckling in the ravines. She dreamed of a world where her best friend did not have feathers and a beak of color and pumpkin peel. She dreamed of a world where books did not rot away or give way to green blot, where words and ideas were not things that were despised for treasuring. She dreamed of a world in which her stockings were not always wet. There was another, more pressing reason, though. Maska raised her head, stared up the hillside towards the ragged tree line. The sky was warmed by a gentle redness, suggesting a soft but radiant dawn. The true dawn was still some 3 hours away. Very soon, Maska said quietly, my uncle will wake up, and when he does, he's likely to notice that I've burned down his mill. Well, that's chapter 8. And so far, we've learned that Maska is not a very good girl. She burned down her uncle's mill, she ran away, she stole the keys from the magistrate, and she released the con man, or the storyteller. Now, Maska is going to take her goose, Sakrin, and go with the storyteller and be his secretary as she travels the world looking for things. See, in Maska's story, she's not allowed to have books and words. And books are amazing. And I hope you guys always understand that. I hope you really learn to read, and maybe you can learn to read to me. You don't have to read this thick of a book, but maybe you can learn to read to me. Because reading allows you to imagine, allows you to have a lot of fun. So let's see where Maska, Sakrin, and Clint head off to. We'll do that.